Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing His word to come out, man. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by His word. And the name of the lesson tonight is going to be called One Bad Decision or Deed Can Cost You a Lifetime of Misfortune. Let me say it again, man. One bad decision or deed can cost you a lifetime of misfortune. That's right, man. In this word tonight, man, what I want to talk about is the decisions that we make. Sometimes in life, we don't realize how costly certain decisions and deeds that we do. And I hope that the whole goal in this word is have you ever heard the phrase reach one, teach one? That's what I'm hoping to do tonight, man. Hoping I can reach one, teach one. If you are a parent or a grandparent, you definitely want to take heed to this word, because what we have to start thinking about, man, is our kids. And if you're a so-called black individual, whether you're a sister or a brother, what we have been struck with is this constant cycle of being in the dark. Okay? From our parents to us to our kids, we have continued this indoctrination of being in the dark. Okay? Not shedding light and being wise enough to teach our kids to be better than we are and to save them a lot of misfortune in life. So what end up happening is, if these kids ain't been able to be reached to teach them, they're going to make it up as they go. And a hard dose of reality is going to hit them, because they don't realize that all it takes is one bad decision, one bad deed, that could cost them a lifetime of misfortune. What you see on the screen is one of the biggest costly things that can happen to you. When you make a bad decision or you do a bad deed, what you see on the screen is a beautiful example of one of the costly misfortunes. And that's prison. It's jail. In life, man, a lot of times a bad decision or a bad deed could lead to you being killed or lead to you being incarcerated. It's a lot other situations that can be costly to you as well. I mean, you're subject to a lifetime of problems. You're subject to a lifetime of affliction. You're subject to a lifetime of adversity. You see? And so I hope in this word, man, that I can reach out to someone, edify someone, inspire someone to talk to their current children or their grandkids and teach them, the importance of not making bad decisions, the importance of not doing bad deeds, man. Because some of the things that we do, some of the decisions that we make in regards to the things that we do, a lot of us don't realize how costly it is until they go through it and they realize it. I know people that have made bad decisions and deeds that they still paying for 15, 20 years later. And our goal, man, is to avoid our children's children going down that same path, man. You see? And part of this whole situation is we have to teach our kids how to learn to control their emotions. It starts with us. We have to learn how to control our emotions, and then we pass that down to our kids. We also have to learn how to walk away from trouble. Because when you walk away from trouble, you've already won. You've already achieved victory by walking away from trouble. Why? Because you just saved yourself from a whole lot of problems, a whole lot of affliction, a whole lot of potential adversity, man. And something that we also have to do is teach our kids to think first, then react. Because in life today, it's the other way around. We react first and then think afterwards when it's too late. But I tell you like this, man, life has a funny way of putting your ass in a twist, man. Yeah. Yeah, the boomerang effect. We've all heard of it, and some of us gonna learn it. Some of us is gonna live it. I mean, you've heard that what goes around comes around. Yeah. And Second Corinthians 13 and 5, man, it tells you to examine yourselves. And you have to learn how to examine yourself first. Understand who you are. Understand who you are. Understand what value do you have of yourself. You see, a lot of us don't examine ourselves until we behind bars or laid up in the hospital in critical condition or something of that magnitude. Then we want to take a step back and examine ourselves, man. If you examine yourself, man, it will help you not make bad decisions and do bad deeds, things that'll cost you a lifetime of misfortune, man. In James 3 and 2, it tells you we all stumble in many ways. And a lot of us stumble simply because of the decisions that we make. A lot of us stumble simply because of the deeds that we do. Yeah. In Proverbs 15 and 22, man, it says, without counsel, your plans will fail. But with many advisors, they succeed. So what you have going on right there is without counsel. In other words, without someone coaching you, advising you, and telling you, to make smart decisions and do good deeds. See, when you don't have that, when you don't have someone to tell you, hey man, don't go down that road, because ain't nothing but trouble and death down that road. So what you want to do is detour, turn around, deviate from this path that you're going and go this route. And that's why a lot of our kids are in bad shape today, because there's no counsel. So without counsel, whatever that you're going into, you're going to fail, because no one has told you that, hey, be careful, because certain decisions and deeds can cost you a lifetime of misfortune. It ain't nothing like a person that have went through this that can get through to somebody. It's almost like if you ain't been where I've been, how you gonna know where I'm coming from? That's kind of like how people look at it. If they want to be able to see what you did and how you overcame it, and if you happen to be a success story, now you have some weight on your advice. When you're trying to reach one, teach one, now you have weight with that. They know, like, oh man, dude lived it and did it, so they'll pay more attention to you. But like I said, a lot of us, man, we're not going out reaching one, teaching one. Our loved one, our kids, man. That's why these teenagers and young adults out here running wild, and a lot of them you see around behind bars, simply because no one was able to advise them how costly certain deeds and decisions that you make will cost you, man. And Jonah, even in the Bible, man, Jonah made a costly mistake. He made a bad decision or deed, and it cost him big time. Jonah 1 verses 1 through 7, you can pick up the story, man, but I'll just say it to you this way. Jonah was told to go to Nineveh and preach against it because of their wickedness. Okay? The Lord told him to go do this. He gave him a mission. He gave him a deed to go take care of. And guess what Jonah did? He declined. He turned down that. He made the decision to say no to the Lord. And that decision ended up being very costly because the Lord went apeshit. The Lord went bananas, man. So it was proven that Jonah's decision was costly, man. So that's just one of many, many examples of what happens when you make a bad decision or a bad deed. And we're not perfect, okay? We're going to make decisions and mistakes. The goal is to minimize those decisions and mistakes. And the best way to do that is someone that have made a bad decision and proved it to be costly and overcame it so you cannot do the same thing. And we don't have that in place today, man. We all kind of got to learn on our own. But my whole thing is I make a bad decision, a costly decision, or I make a decision that it's a costly mistake, right? I'm supposed to be able to reach one and say, hey man, don't go down the road I went down. Don't do this right here, because if you do this, this was gonna end up happening to you. And trust me, you don't want to go down that path. So focus on this, deviate from that. You know what I'm saying? That we need to do more of that, and a lot of our young ones would still be alive. A lot of our young ones would be out here free versus being incarcerated, man. Reach one, teach one, y'all. That's all I'm saying, man. Again, what's the name of the word? One bad decision or deed can cost you a lifetime of misfortune, a lifetime of problems, a lifetime of afflictions, a lifetime of adversity, man. I'm telling you. This is a cold-blooded world out here, man. I hope you sincere, brothers and sisters, edified by this word. And we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And hey, man, listen up, man. Keep Yahweh, through his only begotten son, Yahushua, first in everything that you do. And stay prayed up, man, at all times. Shalom.